Hello there, welcome to the Genessis-Models show April 2014. Now what we've got coming up in the show, we're going to be having 3 inbox reviews for April. We're going to be having a look at our video builds coming for April, i.e. the pilot video build that's going on at the moment, and with the ending of the F16 rapid video build, we're going to be looking at what's going to be the next step-by-step video build coming here at Genessis-Models. We're going to have a nice little tip on how to do battle damage to your models, as well as March's competition for the Saab 38, I do believe it is, and we're also going to be looking at what's going to be the new April competition here at Genessis-Models, plus the usual news and more. So let's get started with the show, and let's just have a little bit of news now. News that's going on a little bit at the moment. First up is Telford. Telford will be on the 8th and the 9th of November. Now I know it's quite a long way away, but Reflect on the forum has set up a nice thread about the Telford scale model show that's going on down there, and he's kind of getting people organised to kind of go down, get together as a group, meet up and all that kind of stuff. So I know it's early, but if you could, I mean, if you want to go to the Telford scale model show, which is on the 8th and the 9th, go check out that thread, see who's going, maybe go as a group, because I mean, if you could all go as a group, it'd be all nice to go there, spend the weekend, you know, and be around people you kind of already know and like-minded people, and you know, get to look at all the models that are going to be there, all the products and kits, and grab yourself some bargains and stuff. Now I don't know if I'm going to be there, but like last year, I'm going to be doing the free t-shirt giveaway. So something like maybe a month, 2 months before Telford starts, I'll be throwing it into a Genessis-Models show, or on the forum in that particular thread under events, and just basically say I've got X amount of t-shirts to give away. If you go in, give me a PM and I'll ship them out to you free of charge. So that's just you know, a little something for the future, which should be good. Now second coming up is the Lightning group build. Now that ends on the 1st of June 2014. Now we've got a couple of months still left, so if you're, say, new to Genessis-Models, you know, that is something that you can like get your teeth into, get yourself a Lightning kit, and try and get it built and finished for the 1st of June. It also means that we're going to be, at some point soon, going to start, I'm going to open up the suggestions thread, so that you can start making suggestions for the next group build, and make your votes for that as well. So hopefully you'll either, you know, get started, or for those of you who are still building, get finished for that time frame and start maybe thinking about what would be the next group build. So just throwing that out to you as well. Third up as well is the Genessis-Models live show. Now the live show is under the video section, and under the video section right at the top there'll be like a YouTube style kind of video box, and on there in the bottom right corner it'll either say live or off air. If it says live, that means I am there videoing live, maybe building whatever it is I'm building, and you can watch me live there. If it's off air, then you can basically watch whatever I've recorded live. So for instance, this month, well March, sorry, I went off and I did a little blog, which is something I'm thinking about starting to do, where I can basically give something a bit more to you members. I mean, I'm not putting this on YouTube for everyone and anyone to watch and advertising or whatever. It's just really for the members, you know. I mean, I'm only putting it up on Ustream, where, you know, I have the actual live provider for that, and what it is that the whole blog thing is a bit of a diary. It's a way of you guys seeing what's going on here and now, because basically I video in advance, like months and months in advance. So I mean, you've probably maybe just watched the last episode of the F16. Now that F16 I finished like maybe a month, 2 months ago. The same with the pilot. I'm just working your way through that. I finished that about 2 months ago. And if you watched the last live blog, you would have noticed that I was building the next rapid video build here, but you're not going to see that for another 2 months. So it's a nice way to see what's actually going on right here, right now. Plus the what kits I buy. You know, if I get some kits in, I'll quickly show you, oh, this is what's going to be, say, the next inbox review that's coming your way, maybe for the next month or something, as well as, you know, kind of me personally, it's a bit more relaxed. It really is a nice way to just kind of see what's going on here and now, and, you know, get a bit more of what's going on as well. And as I say, it's nice and relaxed. I kind of throw my ideas out there as well of what I'm thinking about doing and whatnot, so you can go off on the forum, and under the news you'll see, you know, Genessis-Models live blog or something. You can comment on, you know, what I'm doing right now and what ideas I've thrown at you, and you can kind of go, yes, that sounds like a good idea, do it, or maybe it's not such a good idea, don't do it. You know, it's another place you can go check and, you know, see what's going on. So that's the live, and hopefully you'll kind of like start watching that a bit more, and, you know, watching the recorded stuff as well to kind of keep up to date and, you know, give you a little bit more. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. So now let's get on with our first video, which is going to be how to do realistic battle damage. Now, it's probably, shall we say, it's not the most realistic. I mean, there are other ways of doing battle damage, but I think you'll find this method is the quickest and the most funnest way of doing realistic battle damage. So let's take a look. So there you go, realistic battle damage, and as you can see, it was very quick and it was a lot of fun, and me personally, I enjoyed making it, filming it, editing it. You know, really great technique. So what we're going to come look at now in the next part of the show is our free inbox reviews that we've got coming up for April. So let's have a little sneak peek of what's coming. Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models, and what we have for this little video here is the JU87 G2 Stuka by Atelier 1/48 scale. So we're going to have a nice in-box review of this, nice box art going on as well, and what we're going to do is we're just going to have a quick look before we actually open everything up. Now this is kind of like a new tool. I think it's only like so many years old. They've done a few versions of this, so you know, we're not looking at anything mega old. Just having a quick look. Usual kind of Atelier instructions, we'll have a closer look at them later. Decals do look rather nice. They are printed by cartographers, it says, so no problems there. We do get a nice bit of photo etch out of the box, which is rather nice. It looks like we've got some instrument display panels going on here as well, some seat belts, which is a nice touch for out of the box. Looking at it, right, we've got first bag of sprues. Packaging looks rather nice. We've got about 2 sprues to 1 bag here, looking rather good, and I think this is what makes this. I think it's the I think it's what makes it the G2, which it's got these nice 2 cannons underneath the wing to make it a bit of an anti-tank kind of fighter, which is rather nice. So they're nice. We've got our next bag. Oh, everything's all in that last bag. What we've got in here, we've got 2 big sprues as well as our clear parts, and our clear parts, they also look separately bagged as well. Now looking at this, you know, it looks like it's going to be a relatively kind of big-ish fighter than normal. Looking at it as well, I mean, we've got some nice recessed detail, recessed panel line detail. You know, we've got our wings there. Then we have on this side, bit hard to see, but I mean, we've got a fuselage section and everything. We've even got like engine detail we could probably do with this. So actually looking rather good. So let's get it all unbagged, do a bit of research, and have a good closer look. Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron, and in this video we're going to be having an in-box review of Trumpeter's 1/35 scale Russian T-80B main battle tank. Now this particular kit is a relatively new tool. It's about 2 or 3 years old, so nice and new. Trumpeter I think's reboxed this kit in here maybe about 2 or 3 times, so you know, nice and particularly new tooling going on here. Inside the box, just to have a quick look before I unbag everything and have a good look at it. First bag here is a separately sprued bag. The bag seems to be a nice, good quality bag as well. And as I say, we've got 1 sprue in here. We've got like the top hole going on, and it's looking rather nice in there. We've got some side skirts as well. Again, 1 sprue per bag. Moving along, we've got 2 sprues in here of identical wheels going on. Again, another 2 sprues identical with looks like drive shafts and fuel drums in there. Nice packaging going on there. Another separately bag one sprue per bag going on again. Just speed it up as we've just got lots of different little pieces here, you know, road wheels, side skirts, that sort of thing. More road wheels. That looks like a duplicate of that one, so you've got 4 of the same sprue by the looks of it. Bit of turret stuff going on here again. You know, we're looking at 1 to 2 sprues per bag. Very nice there. First thing you'll notice as well, which will really catch your eye, is these. Is it 4 sprues? We've got 4 sprues here, brown plastic, but it is full of mega track links. Now I know this is kind of like you know, doing all them track links. We have got a nice template just at the bottom there, so it should make it easier to put them together. Now I know it's a bit to kind of do all these track links, but you know, you just can't beat having all the track links moving separately and everything. It just makes the tracks look and flow a lot nicer, more realistically, and a lot nicer than those rubber ones that come all as one. What we also have here, another little sprue here with what looks like the main gun, and looks like we've got 2 different types of gun we can kind of put on here. Then we have just in the corner here some little pieces, and here we have our actual turret looking all nicely in its own separate bag, one single mould. That looks rather nice, but we'll have a closer look at that later. Same with the hull, separately bagged, one separate mould, looking rather nice there, even quite a bit of detail going on underneath as well. And then we just have a bit more kind of suspension arms and stuff. The road wheels separately bagged. Clear parts are looking very nicely clear, nicely separately bagged, and they look nice. What we also get with this kit, which is also a nice little bonus, is a nice bit of photo etch. And it's not like, you know, a bit of a gimmick, a tiny bit of photo etch. You know, we've actually got a decent size bit of photo etch going on there, which should really kind of spruce things up nicely for an out of the box kit. Decals, well, we've got white decals here, a little bit hard to see. When it comes to tanks, you don't really have to worry too much about decals because we don't really put many on. And then last but not least, in the box we have our paint, our markings. Nice some markings here, all green tank there, and then we've got like a 2 different colour camo patterns going on there as well, which does look rather nice. Nice to see it's on good quality, glossy paper. And then we have a bit of advertisement there, throw that back in. Instructions looking kind of standard really, but I'm gonna unbag all this, do a bit of research and everything, and then we're gonna have a really good close look at it. Hello there, welcome to Genesis Models. My name's Bobby Waldron. In this video we're going to have an in-box review of the Mitsubishi A6M80 by Hasegawa 1/48 scale. Nice bit of box art on there. This particular kit, to be honest with you, I mean, they just seem to release the same kit over and over and over again. New box art, new decals. You know what, I can't personally keep up with it, and you know, I don't really want to bother keeping up with how many different kits they've released, well, how many times they've reboxed it and give it new decals. But we're going to have a look at this particular kit. It's a relatively new release, but as I say, reboxed over and over again. Our instructions here, typical Hasegawa instructions. They fold out into one big bit going on there. First thing that came out is our canopy, separately bagged. The packaging is kind of feeling a little bit on the cheap side, but you know, canopy separately bagged, looking quite good in there as well. And then we have, let's have a look at our decals first. Then what we have here is we have Hasegawa decals, looking nice, colourful, glossy, in registry, no problems there. You can almost make out the small writing, but it's, you know, you get a magnifying glass on it and it'll probably look a little bit blurred. Then we have everything all in one bag here, as you can see. So may as well quickly have a little look. We have our sprues here for fuselage section, fuel tank and everything. Looking nice, typical recessed panel lines, recessed rivets as you would get from Hasegawa. This bottom wing section looks actually rather nice going on there. Top wing section is also looking typical nice Hasegawa. Bottom wing section again. I'll probably have to have a closer look when we look in instructions and get all this out properly, but we've got two bottom wing sections. We'll find out what that's all about. Probably to do with, like, yeah, as you can see here, we can probably have you know, open engine and everything going on here, so that's rather nice. Looks like we've got some little bombs on this sprue as well. Again, looking rather nice. Another duplicate there, and then we have loads more engine detail, bit of cockpit detail and everything. So looking rather nice, although it does get, you know, released, reboxed by Hasegawa over and over again. Let's have a look, a proper good look at this one. So those three in-box reviews there are going to be released throughout April. So, you know, as usual, check out the usual Friday news update of what videos are going to be released, and you'll see them being released throughout April. Personally, I really do like that T80. It does look rather nice. So what video builds we've got going on? Well, we've got the pilot. That is up to about episode 2 now. We've got another 2 more episodes of that to go out there. Hopefully you're enjoying that nice basic painting, and then, you know, you get a nice result at the end, although it's still basic. So we've got that coming up through April. We also finished in March the F16 rapid video build as well, which was a lot of fun, and that's all up there for all time for you to view over and over again, and new members to watch from, you know, start to finish. But what that means is now is what is going to be the next video build. Well, the next video build is going to be a step-by-step video build. It is also something I haven't actually started building or filming yet. I'm going to be starting to video and film it around about the 2nd of April, and the first episode is going to be released on the 11th of April on a Friday news update. So what is it going to be? Well, because I've got no footage, I think I'm just going to leave it as a let's just see what you get on the 11th of April. So whatever it is whatever it is. But as I say, we've got all this live Genesis Model show going on, so you never know, you might catch me actually building whatever it is going to be the next step-by-step here at Genesis Models. So let's have a little clip of the pilot and show you what's coming up for April. Now we come to washes, and for washes I like to use Citadel's shades. Basically they've given another name for washes basically, and what I like about the Citadel washes is they don't have capillary action, so where you paint them they stay, and they seem to really kind of give off a really nice wash for miniature painting, unlike some other washes where there's lots of capillary action. It flows into nooks and crannies and flows everywhere, which isn't really good for miniature painting, because what we want to do, we want to have a different colour wash for our green, we want a different colour wash for our jacket, and basically if it had a lot of capillary action they would flow onto the different colours, and we want to keep the colours separate. So Citadel's good for that, to not have such that amount of capillary action. So what I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with a nice green here going on with Citadel. Now this green on its own is quite kind of a bright green, but when you put it on top of what green did we use again now, our field grey XF65, it comes out quite nice. Now I'm just using a nice wash brush from Citadel. Right, don't want to use my fancy brushes for this, because it is just a case of you just literally slap it on. Right, and what you want to do is just paint it on as you basically would, you know, any other sort of paint. As I say, you haven't got that capillary action, so it's not going to run and flow where you don't want it. It's just going to go where you paint it. Right, and hopefully, as you're already seeing, it's starting to give off sort of shadows, and it's kind of giving us our flat green a little bit more than just being flat. It's, you know, giving us, as I say, shadows, creases, bringing it out all nicely. So I'm just going to paint the rest of this with our wash. So as you can see, what we've got all those creases nicely sort of coming out, all that detail work is coming through. Now this is looking quite bright, and admittedly on camera it's looking brighter than it does in real life, but you know, that is gonna you know, come nicer, shall we say, once it's dried. Now we want to leave it to dry before we go off and say use a nice sort of brown that we've got here, which I wanted to do its jacket, but if we kind of apply this one now, we're going to potentially mix the two different washes, and it's all going to get a bit muddled up and not looking nice, so we have to leave it to dry in between each wash. So there is the video builds coming up for April. As I say, you got the pilot coming out on a fortnightly basis, and then we've got whatever it is starting on the 11th of April. So now we come to the part of the show where we're going to be looking at who is the winner of March's competition 2014, which was for our Saab 38, I do believe, 1/72 scale, and it was by Click to Detail, which is of a, you know, really fantastic 3D printing. So who's going to get their hands on, you know, one of the first 3D printed kits? And after doing the random number generation program, I came to Woods 65. So congratulations to Woods 65, you are the winner of March 2014 competition. I really do hope you're going to enjoy this 3D printed kit. It is rather an expensive kit. Hopefully we'll get to see you build it on the forum, and we can kind of, hopefully you'll give some feedback on how these 3D printed kits go together. So congratulations. Now if you didn't win, obviously we've got a chance for another kit for our April competition 2014. Now I already done an unbox review of this kit. Fantastic kit, what we're going to give away now, and it is the newly released Eduard 1/48 scale limited edition Good Morning Da Nang F4B Phantom. Absolutely cracking kit. I just released in March the inbox review to this, so you might want to go look at that. And it basically is the Academy, the new F4B 1/48 scale Academy kit inside here, but then Eduard goes off and just throws in a heap load of nice decals, resin this, resin that, photo etch this, photo etch that, the new fabric seat belts and everything. So that is going to be a nice cracking competition. So to be in it to win it, in the competition section on the forum, just go into the April 2014 competition thread and just post something like "count me in" or something to that effect, and you're counted in. Please no double posting. And then just like I did this month in the March, April, May, the May Genesis Model show, I'll go off and simply do the random number generation program and announce the winner of this fantastic F4B by Eduard. So sadly we've come to the end of the show now, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave you with some nice photos of what you guys have been up to in the forum. So until next time, my name is Bobby Waldron, this is Genesis Models, and I hope you've enjoyed.